Yeah, that's some really great advice for companies that are looking for an independent consulting firm specifically. To get a little bit more advice out of you, how can companies evaluate whether a consulting firm's tools align with their project's unique needs?
Well, I think any tool set you can start with is a good starting point. So I think you have to assume that this is a good starting point, but I'm probably going to have to tailor this to fit my needs. And so I don't know. I don't know. That's a question of is it a good fit? It's how can I make this? How can I take this great starting point that has maybe worked in the past for these consultants? How can I take that and tweak it to fit who I am as a company? And also, poke holes in it or challenge it. I mean, I was just in a meeting last week for a client in the Eastern United States. It's a big manufacturing company, and they were asking us that. I mean, they were asking. We were going through our proposal with them because they're just starting out. We're just getting started with this company. And, they were questioning the timeline and saying, "Hey, we move really slow as a company. Do you think this timeline is realistic, or do we need to add time to it?" And so you sort of dig into it, and you start asking more questions around it, and we refined it, stretched out the timeline, not only because they asked or because they said it might need to take longer, but as we dug deeper into why they thought that, we agreed with them. Like, yeah, this probably will take longer. So you just want to have a conversation like that, and you have to work. I think you need a consulting firm that has a good starting point, but is flexible enough to where they know where to pivot and they know where to modify. Just because this worked for the last client doesn't mean this exact same cookie cutter thing is going to work for you. You can use 80% of it or whatever, but you're probably going to have to modify some things to make it fit you. And I think that's the assumption you've got to go in with.
Yeah, absolutely. Some more great advice. Hopefully, that was helpful for any companies looking for some independent consultants on how to either one handle conversations during proposals or, really ensure that a consulting company is truly independent.